Welcome to Finance Magnates Executive Interviews. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're at the IFX Expo Cyprus with the CEO of Equiti, Iskandar. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good to be back again.
So, Iskandar, how is the expo going? How is Cyprus treating you?
As always, thriving. I mean, it's so busy. Lots of meetings to squeeze in over 2 days, and Cyprus was really the hub, and it all started from here. So it's nice to see everyone again and touch base and kind of brainstorm about what's happening today and what everyone's plans are for the future as well.
And how is Equiti these days? What's in the future of Equiti?
I mean, we're diversifying significantly, both geographically and in terms of business lines. So I'd best describe us today as a fintech group that's focused on trading technologies, payment solutions, and digital assets as well. So each of those pillars have their own nuances and their own structures and strategies feeding into them, but they're all playing a larger part of the wider group. So a huge learning curve in terms of moving on and evolving in terms of diversifying different pillars, but obviously with the fact that these are all very innovative in their approaches, it's really kind of embedded into the company's culture, and we've naturally evolved from one to the other, and looking to launch a lot of those products very, very soon.
You've mentioned payments, and I know that Equiti has, as of late 2022, last year, you have made an investment into payments, right?
That's correct.
That's right.
So obviously scale has, we've been lucky to have significant scale and growth over the last 5-6 years. And we looked at operational efficiencies and we said, well, why don't we bring that in-house? It's a growing cost, but also a significant part of our strategy for the future for client onboarding and easing of the client experience. So we acquired a payments company. The company's been around for maybe 13, 14 years. They've got a lot of technology in-house. The main focus of them for this year has been building our own gateways and going live with that. And we've had significant progress and success on that side. But we also have a lot of acquirer solutions, and we also have a lot of issuer solutions around that. So there's an existing client base, and we're expanding into that. So we're servicing a lot of banks across Africa. We're servicing some banks across the Middle East as well on that side. And it'll definitely be a growing part, not only from a gateway perspective and within the brokerage sector, but also within the wider sectors as well.
That's very interesting. So you're going also from the financial retail space, the institutional space, into the payments vertical. I've always said that payments it's a vertical in itself. It's a diagonal kind of cut within the fintech industry, and it's becoming an inherent part of it.
Exactly. I mean, we have technology is very much at the heart of the organization today. We're over 500 people. I think about 200 of those are focused on technology. So it's about allocating resources, ranking our priorities, and ensuring that we have the right focus. And operational efficiencies while you're scaling and growing is essential, and that's been very much our key focus.
And what's the take in digital assets? Because that has also been a trend in the last few years. What's Equiti doing on digital assets?
So I described last time we've been heavily focused on legislation. So we're very regulatory first within our focus. We have 8 regulated entities around the world. So what we have been doing is I'm on the board of the Dubai Digital Assets Association. Gaurang Desai, our managing director, the chairman of that association, which is a private-public association focused on anything from legislation to building an ecosystem within the digital asset space in Dubai. We've also working quite closely with VARA, which is a Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, which is a regulated ecosystem for digital assets. And one of the projects, we're working on 2 key projects, but one that we're looking to launch in Q1 of 2023 is a digital asset exchange focused on SMEs. Anyone raising between $2 to $6 million to be able to run that through our platforms and issue tokenized securities through that. Another key and exciting project is gold tokenization. So we're very excited by crypto or the technology behind crypto. So what we've done is we're tokenizing gold, collateralizing that, auditing that through our vaults that we have set up, and doing the full supply chain of sourcing gold, collateralizing it, and then tokenize it through these regulated exchanges, which we believe is going to be something quite exciting. traction is key, but we have the right mold and we have the right infrastructure to build on that traction and push that to market. So something that we're going to be launching in the UAE, and then we'll be expanding that footprint as legislation picks up to wider regions, but something that's very, very exciting for us in 2024.
And the trading technology that you're mentioning, is it only applied to the digital assets, or does it have a wider scope?
Naturally, we're expanding on the brokerage side. We've had significant growth year on year. Probably one of our strongest years of growth has been this year from a volume perspective and a client perspective. We're becoming better efficient. We have been heavily focused on scalability, on automation this year. And that's been allowing us to kind of make a more seamless user experience for our clients. A lot of investment into UI, UX to make sure that it's a best-in-class service. That the clients demand seamlessness through every app that they're using today, and they're expecting that from their broker today. So
customization, right?
It's essential. Localization and customization. Localization as best you can, because the nuances of each country are very different one to the other. So you have to make sure that you're able to deliver specific products based on the right criteria, but in a scalable manner, and that's where the complexity seems to come in.
Right. Thank you so much, Iskandar, for your time.
Thank you.
This interview. We look forward to seeing you very soon at Finance Magnates London Summit.
I appreciate it. Great to see you again. Thanks.